Do you want to speak English like a native speaker? Do you struggle with listening, pronunciation, and fluency? Don't worry. In this video, I'll show you 5 simple steps that will help you practice English the right way, just like native speakers do. Stay with me till the end, and you'll learn how to listen, speak, and think in English naturally. Let's get started.
Step 1. Listen every day.
Listening is the first and most important step in learning English like a native speaker. If you want to speak like a native, you must first train your ears to understand English easily. This means listening to English every day, even if you do not understand everything at first. The more you listen, the more familiar you will become with the sounds, words, and rhythm of English. Start by choosing simple and easy English audio. You can listen to children's stories, slow English news, or English learning podcasts. These are designed for learners and use simple words and clear pronunciation. When you listen, try to focus on the sounds of the words. Do not worry about understanding every single word in the beginning. Your brain will slowly get used to the language. If you are a beginner, you can use subtitles. Watch English videos with subtitles in your own language first. This will help you understand the meaning. Then, watch again with English subtitles. Finally, try watching without subtitles. This way, you will improve step by step. Remember, listening every day is the key to speaking like a native. Another great way to practice is by listening to native speakers in real life. If you live in an English-speaking country, try to listen to people talking in stores, buses, or parks. Pay attention to how they pronounce words and how they use different tones. If you do not live in an English-speaking country, you can listen to native speakers online. Many YouTube channels, podcasts, and online radio stations provide English conversations that can help you. Listening every day will train your ears and make it easier for you to understand English. With time, you will notice that you can understand more and more without translating in your mind. This is an important step toward fluency.
Step 2. Imitate native speakers.
One of the best ways to sound like a native speaker is by imitating them. Imitation means copying the way native speakers talk. When you listen to English speakers, try to repeat what they say exactly the way they say it. This will help you improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and accent. Start with simple sentences. Listen to a short sentence from a native speaker and repeat it out loud. Try to copy their pronunciation, speed, and tone. You can use a technique called shadowing. Shadowing means listening to English audio and speaking at the same time as the speaker. This is a very powerful way to practice because it forces you to speak naturally and quickly. To practice imitation, choose a video or an audio recording of a native speaker. Listen to a short part, pause, and repeat. Record yourself and compare your pronunciation with the native speakers. Keep practicing until you sound close to the native speaker. Many people feel shy or nervous when speaking English. But remember, making mistakes is part of learning. Do not worry about making mistakes. The more you practice, the better you will become. Practicing imitation every day will help you speak more naturally and confidently.
Step 3. Learn common phrases and expressions.
Native speakers do not always speak with perfect grammar. They use many expressions, idioms, and slang words in daily conversations. If you want to sound like a native, you need to learn and use these common phrases. Start with simple expressions like greetings and daily conversation phrases. For example, "What's up?" instead of "How are you?" "I'm good, thanks." Instead of "I am fine, thank you." "No problem," instead of "You're welcome." You can learn common phrases by watching English movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos. Pay attention to how native speakers talk in real-life situations. Write down new phrases and practice using them in conversations. Another great way to learn phrases is by speaking with native speakers. If you have an English-speaking friend, ask them to teach you common expressions. If you do not have an English-speaking friend, you can join online English learning communities or language exchange programs. Using common expressions will make your English sound more natural. Instead of just learning words, learn how native speakers actually speak in daily life. This will help you sound more fluent and confident.
Step 4. Speak as much as possible.
To speak English like a native, you must practice speaking every day. Many learners understand English but cannot speak fluently because they do not practice speaking enough. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. Find a speaking partner. This could be a friend, a teacher, or an online language partner. If you do not have a partner, you can practice speaking alone. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you are doing, what you see, or what you plan to do. Another good practice is reading aloud. Choose an English book, newspaper, or article and read it out loud. This will help you improve your pronunciation and fluency. Try to speak naturally and with emotion, just like native speakers do. Do not worry about making mistakes. Making mistakes is part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. The important thing is to keep practicing and improving. The more you speak, the easier it will become.
Step 5. Think in English.
One of the biggest challenges for English learners is thinking in their own language first and then translating into English. This makes speaking slow and difficult. To sound like a native speaker, you need to start thinking in English. Start with simple thoughts. When you see something, try to describe it in English in your mind. For example, if you see a car, think, "That is a red car. It is moving fast." Try to change your inner voice to English. When you are walking, cooking, or relaxing, think about what you are doing in English. Instead of saying words in your native language first, train your brain to use English directly. You can also practice by writing in English every day. Write a short diary entry about your day in English. This will help you organize your thoughts in English and improve your fluency. The more you practice thinking in English, the easier speaking will become. You will not need to translate anymore, and your English will become faster and more natural. Final thoughts. Learning to speak English like a native speaker takes time and practice, but it is possible. Follow these 5 steps. 1. Listen every day. 2. Imitate native speakers. 3. Learn common phrases. 4. Speak as much as possible. 5. Think in English. If you practice every day, you will see great improvement. Do not give up. Keep learning, keep practicing, and soon you will speak English like a native speaker. Good luck on your English learning journey.